What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome, exiles, to the research institution. So Chris Wilson, the guy who was behind Path of Exile 1, the game director, or some shit, and the guy who was behind Path of Exile 2, which is the game that we're all playing right now, right? Of course, a lot of us have taken a break, including myself, but we're going to be playing it again soon. Especially when that Huntress comes out. The guy's gone. He quit. Or something. Should we be concerned? Maybe. So, I remember hearing about this guy years ago. He has that UK accent or whatever, really intricate fellow, smart as fuck. Probably has a college degree or some shit. And I got behind his games, right? I'm like, wow. This guy can make good games. You know? He knows what us fans want. He gives us what we want and what we need. But what happens when a company just gets bigger and bigger and bigger? Here's the thing. GGG, Grinding Gear Games, sold out to China. All right, you guys don't believe me, look it up. They sold out to Big Red Dragon Country. Now, is that a big deal? Possibly. What happens when companies sell out to Big Red Dragon Country? Well, have you guys ever read the fucking book, The Art of War? I haven't, but I have it on my bookshelf over here. It's when the bad guys, they infiltrate your media, your entertainment, and everything, and then they swayed you into some dissenting bullshit, right? I mean, is that what they're doing over there? I don't really know, but why are they buying up all the shit? You know, why do we got all this woke bullshit all over the fucking place? You look around at video games. They didn't even use the word boy and girl anywhere, do they? They didn't even use the word guy. They got like they don't even have the XY chromosome thing when you select your character. It's just, it's like B or A or whatever. They just get rid of all that shit. You see what I'm saying? When was that ever a good idea for civilization to say, hey, let's not believe in what men and women are anymore. Let's just say it's all the same fucking thing. You guys see what I'm saying here? Now, maybe it's a stretch. Maybe I'm going a bit far, but when I heard that they sold out to Big Red Dragon Country, I couldn't help but speculate and be a tit-bit concerned. All right. Now, is that why this guy stepped down? Is he tired of the social Marxist bullshit? I don't know. Maybe he just got tired of fucking working. I don't really know. They got other guys who are still behind it, but I mean, how big of a deal is this, you know? Like, it was already in a sort of ditch. You know, we've been making videos, we've been talking about it, how they even made an announcement video, the other guy in Path of Exile. And he said how they're delaying some updates for POE1, they need to focus on POE2. And I made a video on it talking about how they're kind of competing within themselves because there's really no real competition. In order for there to be competition with Path of Exile 2, you have to have other games in the same genre that are competing with it, right? You can say, well, Iceman, there's Titan Quest or some shit. And I'll say, well, that game's 15 years old. You can say, well, Iceman, there's D2R. And I'll say, well, they intentionally fucked D2R to try to push D4. They're not even doing any updates. We can't even stack runes there. We can't even stack gems there. And obviously, they released the damn thing, got their money, and now they're intentionally not making it good. So what is the competition for POE2? Iceman, there's Diablo 4. Okay, my answer to that is, that's not a game. Again, it has to be a game. Diablo 4 is not a game. It's a simulator where you just see flash of shit on the screen and click around and the numbers go higher. And if it's too difficult, you just tune the difficulty down and blast through the fucking wall. You know, it's not a game. With a game, there has to be challenge. You have to think. You know, there's no thinking involved in Diablo 4. So I'm just saying there's no competition. Point out, is there a game that's competing with POE2 right now? No. It's competing against POE1. So they got themselves in a pickle. You guys see what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. But it could be a bad thing. And what's going to happen now that this guy left? You know, who are they going to replace him with? I mean, I was watching that guy. What's his name? Beavis? Or Rob? It's Rob, the guy who makes the D4 videos. I was watching him. Just today, I click on the live stream for just a minute. I barely watch any of that shit on YouTube. But sometimes I like to see what's going on in the community. You see what I'm saying? So I click on his video. He's live streaming Diablo 4. I look at his character. And I'm thinking, are you fucking kidding me? This bitch looks worse than my lunch lady when I was in 5th grade. All right? I had this. Listen, I don't want to get into it, but I mean, it was just. She looks like a fucking lunch lady. All right? The druid. Oh, yeah, the spiritual. Yeah, running around all fucking day. Yeah, you look like a lunch lady. Okay, that makes sense. What the fuck's going on here? So, just all that Marxist bullshit in this game. Necromancer is my favorite character. Yeah, I'd play it as the bitch. Do they call it that? No, they call it Selection B or whatever. But I played as that one. What did they do in a recent update? Well, she's flat as a fucking board. Is that a problem? I don't know. You tell me. But nonetheless, I mean, it's a bit unimmersive is kind of the problem here. You know, we like things that are visually appealing when we're playing video games. That's why all this shit sells. That's why the shit's been selling since the beginning of time. But when they start injecting all this bullshit into it with this agenda, when they start going against what people want, what people like, what do you think is going to happen? Now when this guy's gone, I mean, they got the Hunters coming up, right? And I like the Hunters. Hunters is like the Javazan, only the real Javazan, not the guy that's in D2R, the testosterone linebacker. No, not that one. The real Javazan, the original Javazan, right? From D2. That's what this Huntress is kind of like. So I'm looking forward to playing as. But what are they going to do now that this motherfucker's gone? Are they going to replace him with somebody else who has, you know, who more meshes with the company philosophy or whatever? I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but I had to make a video on it. But I'm curious what you guys have to say about this. I mean, maybe this guy just didn't want to work anymore? You know? Hopefully that's the case, right? But I just can't help but wonder if there's something more going on here than what meets the eye. So if you guys will like this damn video, subscribe to the page, let me know in the comments, what do you think is going on here? What's the future look like for POE2 and POE1? And if you want to support the videos, the research, become a patron, linked in the description below. And blessings to those who are my patrons. May our contributions be brought back to you sevenfold. Condolences of the creator. And may you have many wives. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.